All right, welcome. We are live, fresh out of IG jail. Your boy, JoMaf. Yeah, the crowd goes wild. Yeah, them IG bars couldn't hold a nigga like me. You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
saying? So
I was
yeah,
just
so
getting my free him shirt.
dog, we're gonna get to that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is your boy JoMaf. This is the first episode of the Maf Kast. Now I know you probably seen me do like IG live joints that said Maf Kast, but those were like little pre warm up joints, you know what I'm saying, for the official joint, which is what you are witnessing today. You know what I'm saying? And you probably gonna see a couple of my homeboys be through this joint. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see a lot of Joe's life, you know what I'm saying, right here, live and direct. But it wouldn't be right if the episode, if my life Maf Kast didn't have my best bud, my number one, my A1, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
sure.
Smiggy, my little sister Ted. What's up, Ted? What's good?
What's good, Joe? We gotta work on this intro though. Smeaggy, it's not it's not
Hey
it's just
yo,
not.
hey,
It's just not.
I'm sorry, my bad. They don't know you as me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that.
No.
That's a household name. You know what I'm saying? That just and you know what's
Right.
crazy?
That it's just sitting in the house. It should stay in the house.
It's nah, but it's and I wanted to, before we go further, I want to shout out my engineer Jay Will. He's in the building too. You know what I'm saying? Came through. You know what I'm saying? And well, yeah. So first, how was your Mother's Day, Tia? You know what I'm saying?
It was quite swell. Thanks for asking. I mean, I didn't receive anything from you, but it was still good though. I had
Ooh,
a great
ooh,
time. Everyone else that
that's
cared about me
that's
definitely
crazy.
reached out.
That's crazy because it's fucked up when a nigga asks how was your celebratory day. He ain't give you nothing to celebrate. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit?
You
Dog.
could have said Happy Mother's Day, Tia. That's what you could
Right.
have said.
Right. Well, happy Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm glad the people that in your household made it special, correct?
Yes, they did. I got flowers and nobody bothered me. It was just awesome.
Okay. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. I
That, that,
mean,
that's
uh,
all any mom really wants is just to be left the hell alone, honestly. I think that's the gift that keeps on giving. I really do.
hey, hey, but you can't talk shit about me because I bought something for our mama, nigga. So in our mama eyes, nigga, I'm the no, I'm the star right now. You know what I mean? You
So
know what I
lie.
mean?
I paid for dinner. I paid for food, okay?
Don't
So
hate, don't hate, don't hate. Please don't hate. It's not a good look when you hating.
what do you
So
mean? You got one Mother's Day in the books out of how many? So
um,
catch up there, buddy.
you know what? I normally, you know what I'm saying? Normally I don't be like interested in like, you know, how America be trying to set up how you supposed to have a tradition of celebrating on this day and this day. Or I like to do things how I want to do it, you know what I'm saying? But I saw something that was really that made me be like, you know what? You gotta let people live in however way that they live. Cause I saw you probably didn't see a clip of Jalen Rose on the countdown.
I did. I
Slim,
did.
that
Uh,
man. Normally, I don't be a sucker for like some Mother's Day shit, but just looking at that, looking at him deal with the loss of his mom and his grandmother, that shit. I mean, you gotta be a machine not to feel that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it seemed like everybody on the podium on the stage, they try to console him and made it as best as
it,
they
it
could,
looked
but
like it caught that girl off guard, though. It
it
looked
caught
like
nigga. It caught me
she,
off guard, and I saw the headline that said Jalen Rose gets emotional, and I still was like, "What the fuck is happening?" You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I didn't think it was gonna go like that, but I mean, it's understandable. The same thing. What's the dude named Carl Townsend? Carl, he's the one that's
Oh,
with. Jordan Woods or whatever. He broke down pretty bad on Mother's Day too. Same
Yeah,
breed. I think he just
yeah,
lost
yeah.
one.
COVID, I think, took his family out, right? If I ain't
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was fucked up, man. It was fucked up. But you know what? On a lighter note, it made me. I say to myself, you know, Father's Day is coming around the corner. But you know,
I care about
Father's
no
Day,
Father's Day.
huh?
Nobody care about Father's Day.
Yeah, yeah, real talk. Let's keep it a buck. Niggas don't care about Father's Day, dog. Like, let's keep it a buck, dog. So Father's Day really ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, it don't matter if you taking care of your kid, whatever. On Father's Day, I still on the internet, they still find a way to get a mother love. Like, shout out to the single mothers on Father's Day. Like, nigga.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny you said that. Tammy, Waka Flocka, his wife, she posted something like right before Mother's Day talking about dads, and she was like, I know some fathers who are being both mom and dad, and I just want to take the time out, to be like, to just shout y'all out. The opposite of what people do on Father's Day.
Yeah,
And the women ate her up in them comments. Ate
clearly,
her up, told her that this
clearly.
ain't their day, you doing too much. This is Oh, it was bad.
Dog, they don't show niggas no love, and that's what I'm saying. But I said, you know what? We know what we gotta do as the black community. We gotta reinvent Father's Day. We gotta make sure stand up nigga day. We gotta create a stand up nigga day where the women get to highlight a nigga that they know that is stand up, and that nigga who don't get a
Oh,
stand up nigga
so
mention.
shady. That's so shady because it's like if you highlight like if I got a baby daddy and I'm like on stand up nigga day, I want to highlight my brother JoMaf.
Hey, 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 but listen, only the wretched would have to worry about that. Only the real niggas will be the ones getting celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Only the wretched would have to worry about something like that. You know what I'm
The
saying?
real question, nobody would do that though, because is there enough stand up guys versus fathers
But
that would?
see, But see, it would make it better. It would make it even that much better because let's say you motherfucking meet a dude. Let's say stand up nigga day is a thing, right? And
Mhm.
chick outside, chick out there meeting somebody and shit. And just you know how you ask random questions, meeting somebody. Now chick can ask you, say, hey, did you get a stand up nigga award last year? I mean this year, and nigga be like, nah, I didn't get the stand up nigga award. And she can just move on because clearly he ain't got nobody vouching for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like Father's Day, anybody
So,
can sign up.
this could turn into like a quality check program for women, like to know how to pick them. Look, if you ain't got no stand up nigga certification, I'm not dealing with you. Like
You
you
see what
might have
I'm
just
saying?
solved the
Uh,
dating crisis.
thank
Me,
you. Because I care about bitches. I really do, right? So what I'm saying is, because I was thinking about, I'm like, though, with Mother's Day, the problem is like any chick can have a baby and be whatever, but just because she's a mother, she'll get love and flowers and roses and all type of adoring type shit because on Mother's Day, right? But on Father's Day, bitches get real selective about who they want to shout out. You know what I'm saying? Be like, just because you a father don't mean you a father, Tyrone. You know what I'm saying? But they don't just show Tyrone love just cause. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? Niggas need a stand up nigga day where you gotta your character matter. You don't get just to slide in because you made a couple babies. Like, nah, nigga, like your character matter, nigga. And if you don't get a bitch being able to shout you out on stand up nigga day, you can't walk out here stand up. You can't walk out here with your chin up, nigga. We know you. You got work to do, buddy. That's what you start telling niggas.
but then you gotta start getting into details like, when does a certification expire? Is this only for the last chick that you were with? You just then it starts to get complicated though.
I mean, ain't that life though? Is life not complicated? You know what I'm
It,
saying? All
it
I'm
just
trying to do, all I'm trying to do is think outside the box. Cause I'm like, man, Father's Day coming, motherfucker gonna give me some socks and a tie.
Mm-hmm.
shit that I can't. I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do with socks at a time?
A coffee mug. You know you get the coffee mugs. Hello?
Okay, now you back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you back. Disappeared for a second, but you back.
Okay. All right.
All right. So yeah, so like I said, I digress. That was just my little idea about, you know what I'm saying, Father's Day. Stand up nigga day should be a thing. And when it does be a thing, you heard it here first on the Maf Kast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was innovative.
Thank you very much. So let's just get into it. Who's this chick named Ebony Williams?
You tell me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you then, because there was some chick named Ebony Williams that I heard she was on Wendy Williams, and she was talking about how, you know, she broke up with her fiance because this nigga quarantined with his kids.
Oh yeah, I did. I don't know who she is, but I heard the topic.
Slim, like, come on, Ted. Like, me and you always see me be on rants talking about chicks, dog. And I don't be, because I love chicks. And that's why I be talking about it, because I be like, Slim, y'all got to do better than this. This is horrible. Why would this bitch say this in public? What the fuck is wrong with her?
Okay. Now, I'm not saying what she said is correct.
Oh my
I'm
God,
just
here we go. Not my
providing
sister. Lord,
I'm
not my sister.
I'm just providing context.
Oh
So
God. Okay.
now
Okay.
I don't know how old these children are, but from what she said, they're adult children. Now, I don't know the relationship,
Mm,
but
mm, mm.
you know, you have adult kids that have families, but then it's like it is sticky though, because it's like you can't tell somebody that in a life threatening pandemic that they can't be with their family. You can only just take note that you're not who they want to be with though. Like that.
But there is no context needed, because she said she just want to be number one, and she don't give a fuck who she. And basically, she's saying she don't give a fuck how a nigga life moves. She want to be the centerpiece of a nigga life. And my whole thing is, dog, when is that gonna? When is the woman gonna realize that right there is not ever going to happen? Like, you wouldn't even want a guy that makes you the centerpiece of his life. That nigga will drive you insane. You don't want a
Right.
nigga making you the centerpiece of. You want a nigga that got his own world, and then you come and you just magnify it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a nigga to be, oh, everything is revolved around you and this and that. You would hate that nigga. You wouldn't want that, because that nigga would be controlling the shit out of your ass. Oh, she's disappeared again.
Back.
I hit. Hold up.
Am I back?
Hold up. Yeah. Okay, you back. You back. Okay, you back.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Can you see me? I'm still here. I'm still here.
No, I can't see you, but I can hear you though.
Oh, that's fucked up. She said she
I
can't.
know.
She can't see me, but she can hear me.
It's frozen.
Um.
But it could be
Oh, it's
me and
frozen.
my it could be me and my Teddy Riley internet. I'm not sure.
Well, you know, we doing the best we can. We doing the best we can. Your Teddy
But
Riley shit, my Teddy Riley shit.
but
You
no,
still
no,
can't see
I
me?
was going no, I can't see you. It's frozen.
Ah,
You have quite a confused face on this frozen screen, but you're all right.
all right, go ahead.
Um, but nah, I was gonna say, I mean, it would. Only reason I said context is needed because I feel like it would be worse if the kids were young, like if they were younger kids from a not so long ago relationship. It'd be like you heartless witch. But I mean, you know, they older, so it kind of is like, well, bruh, if you just want to be over, if you just want to be done with her, just say that. Like you didn't have to throw the family in there, like.
Well, I mean, but yeah, but my whole thing is like, what? She clearly don't have no kids. She clearly don't have no. Yeah, I ain't even got to Google the
Clearly,
bitch,
absolutely not.
because if she had kids, man, you don't. I mean, I can't even imagine me having to choose between spending time with my child or some bitch that I'm trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah,
wouldn't be a
no.
choice needed. I'm spending time with my child.
Yeah, she absolutely does not have kids. Like any woman who says that, you can 9 times out of 10 be like, "Oh, okay, she don't have no kids." And that kids understand that it's not a possibility. It's just not. He can do whatever he can to film that priority, but you're not gonna be the priority. That's just what it is.
You know who you sound like right now? Because I guess it's your technical difficulty, but you sound like Ralph Troutman. They shit off Zach when that nigga be like California
Shut
love.
Shut
That's
up.
all right. That's better. That's better. I mean, but yeah, that just caught my eye. You know what I'm saying? The era of Kevin Samuels putting light on all these chicks' minds and shit. That caught my
Uh-huh.
eye. I'm like, God damn. Hey, how you feel about Kevin Samuels? Right now that I'm talking, I don't even think I ever asked you that, did I?
No, you didn't. And honestly, I'm just getting caught up on him. Like I didn't know anything about him until you sent me that video like about with him and Joe Budden on the podcast. I didn't know nothing about him. And
Right.
then I saw these videos like he's just a troller. To me, he's a troller. I mean, he do be saying I feel like he says things in a polarizing way, you know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
get reactions. Like so some stuff he say be like, yeah, you are putting the emphasis on the wrong things, but instead of saying it that way, he'll be like, you have no self worth and you don't like just it's like, dude, like your delivery is a little
Hey, but
rough,
look,
but
yeah, but that's what him and Dr. Umar, right?
oh, they was beefing. I saw.
Yeah. Because Dr. Umar, he claimed that he don't like that Kevin Samuels he try to claim he be exploiting black women's for views and clickbait and shit, making them feel bad and shit for entertainment. And my whole thing is uh both of them niggas be using the black the black women if you want to get technical, right? But motherfucking I feel like that's the type of way that, and this is what I feel like you do have to be blunt with women when you're talking to them. You do got to be direct because the world is predicated on just saying stuff to pacify their feelings so much that when you are the real, you do have to be direct, and it will shake them up, and they will tend to think that real might be something that is not. You know what I'm saying? Because they not. In my experience, they not really used to that. They used to niggas saying whatever they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? To get in whatever niggas want to get in. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about me is when I'm looking at Kevin Samuels, he is not a alpha male at all. Like this nigga is like so like moist. Like this nigga is so flimsy looking. Some of the poses this nigga be taking pictures in, and I'm like, if this is the nigga that y'all think is being polarizing, this dude look
Man,
like Ricky Smiley. And I'm like, bruh.
he just
I'm
hurt.
like, my nigga.
And but also as a black man, I saw Tommy on there with him, and he kept light with Tommy. I think he knew that she a little off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even want to go that route with her. But she it was just like, man, you ain't. She was just making us look bad. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. I just feel like we were looking bad because she ain't even answering his questions. She wasn't even answering his
yeah.
questions. Like, I mean, are you listening, ma'am? Like, literally, I wish I could remember the question he asked her. Like, it was on some like, uh what would you rather a guy take away when he leaves you what can he leave you with, like knowledge or what the case. And I just she was like, honey, um you don't know about me, I'm this, that, and the third. And it was just like, oh my god, that is not what he was talking about. Like I was embarrassed,
But
like like, oh
you know
no.
what I realized? you know what I realized women's approach to him when they go on his show? I feel like the
Mhm.
women be going on his show to be the voice that defends women. They don't even be trying to actually listen and have a rapport with him. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to be that woman that's going to have other women be like, "You go, girl. You tell him." You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, "Bruh, if you just listen
Yeah.
to him, if you listen to him, he's not saying nothing spiritual. He's not saying nothing spiritual. He's not telling you how to uplift yourself spiritual in the spiritual sense.
Exactly.
He's telling you, he's meeting you where you're at. You're well, not you, but like he's meeting you, he's
Yeah.
meeting the women where the women are at. The
No.
women are at a level where they have a lot more surface things on their mind. And he's putting the mirror to what their mindset is and saying, do you match what you desire? You know what I'm saying? And nine
Mhm.
times out of ten, most people though, it ain't just a woman thing. Most people don't match what they desire. You know what I'm saying? That's why most people don't have the life that they want. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not willing to become the person that they need to be. And but
No,
one
I
thing
mean
about those
you attract what you are. I mean, regardless.
factuals, factuals. Oh shit, we lost her. Oh shit, we lost her. Oh, is she back? Loading, loading.
I'm about to try to.
Yeah, that's your now. You are Teddy Riley, my nigga. You are Teddy Riley. Oh, she really okay. All right, well, Smeagy is down for right now. We're gonna see if she can join us again. Uh, until then, but yeah, Kevin Samuels is a funny dude to me because he's so I feel like he's so feminine dealing with women, and yet women are acting like he's the meanest person in the world. And I'm like, this dude is like he's like your gay uncle. Like you should be able to talk to this man. Like he's telling you he's talking to you in your tone. He's talking to you in your tongue. You just don't want to hear because it's a lot of truth to what he be saying. It's a lot of truth. If you want to play that superficial, I'm a rate myself from 1 to 10 and I'm a motherfucking and I want a high value bag. Like you're playing into everything when you go on the show and start identifying with those terminologies because that shit is it's not even really real. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mindset. But I do appreciate it, like what he bring. But I always was wondering how you feel about the nigga because I know that you sister soldier in your heart. Like I know that you don't want no you ain't uplifting no nigga that's making women feel bad out here. I know that. So I'm actually shocked that you want to be
No,
like,
I'm
fuck
absolutely
him.
not.
Yeah, but
Because
I'm
I feel
proud of
like
you
if
that you're not saying
you
fuck him.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Because I feel like if for one, if you're calling up there to get advice from Kevin Samuels, you're beyond lost. Like I can't I can't help you. You need to pray. It's just a lot going on there. But I mean, like you said, everything he's saying is on the surface. Everything he's saying, like, and I agree to an extent. Like I said, I just think his delivery is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like as as abrasive as it is. But I think the idea that this dude supposed to just do this and that because you pretty, or you know what I'm saying. I think that's just that's lame. Like I
Yeah,
think that needs to be upgraded. Like it needs to be. We can't be asking
yeah.
for dudes to be about more, but expect their standards to still be that simplistic. It's like which one is it gonna be?
Facts, facts. That's real shit. That's real shit. Because I be dealing with that. I be seeing that now a lot more because it seems like bro. Because you know what's crazy? Like I'm seeing more already beautiful women go get surgery, and I'm like, why would you? You're already beautiful. Like, and I'm not saying that shit on some. You know, I'm a hard critic. You know, I'm a hard critic. I'm seeing like women that are already beautiful that are
Yeah.
going and getting surgery to try to perfect something that don't need to be perfected. And I'm sitting here like I'm be mind blown because I'm like, man, yeah, like not it seems like everything is on a hamster wheel now.
Yeah.
Everything is just on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody is checking the template of what's going on. Like women really do feel like looks is everything right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, it's some ugly bitches out here that's winning because they done tapped into some character, spiritual shit, and they bring a lot more to the table. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? And they
Oh
thinking
yeah.
out the
Absolutely.
box on how to keep men. And that's the thing I feel like most women don't do. You know what I'm saying? Most women, they get a guy and they feel like the guy supposed to do everything in pursuit of them. Even I mean, everywhere from the bedroom, from introduction to taking out to romance, everything is built upon the man being the initiator, the man being the facilitator, the man being the lead on everything. But one thing about it is I don't never see one word like fuck the word submit. We need to do away with that word submit, and I think we need to do the word. We need to elevate the word reciprocate. Reciprocate.
Mm.
Yeah. Fuck submit. I don't want no bitch to submit to me. I want her
Yeah,
to reciprocate.
I
Reciprocate
agree.
love. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna keep going up, dog. I don't want you to be under me. I want you to be on my side. I want you to reciprocate the love I'm giving. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Agreed. Agreed. And I feel like we all like as far as women, I feel like a lot of us have that like yeah, I want this, I want to be equal with my man, but at the same time, I want him to do this and that that only my man should do. But it's like all right, at the end of the day, your significant other, whatever those duties are, it should be tailored to the person they're with and not just because he's a dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
i'm if
Fact.
i'm with if I'm with a chef, like,
Mhm.
then my dude, you need to be cooking. Like, that's your
Yeah,
strength.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what you
yeah,
need, like, and
yeah,
vice versa. Like, if I'm somebody who has a knack for whatever the case may be, like cleaning or bill or businesses or
mhm.
whatever the case is, then we need to play to our strengths. Like, I ain't tripping about what they say he supposed to do as a man or I'm supposed to do as a woman. Look, as
Yeah,
long as our system works, then
yeah.
we're straight.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Hey, but the crazy part about it is, you know why that people be trying to keep those that type of standard of you do this and I do that, because people be so caring about what other people be thinking about their business. And motherfuckers need to be let people out. Don't let nobody in how your homework. The fuck, should nobody know how your homework, but y'all, whoever in the home and God. You know what I'm saying?
And then, because when people open up their home to ridicule and criticism, then they be
Yeah,
like, why people all in my business? Well, you
yeah,
gave them the business to talk about.
yeah.
That's what I don't be understanding about like people in the public eye. Like, when you posting, as soon as you post your significant other, it's a wrap. Like,
Mhm.
if
Mhm.
I was if
Yeah.
I was in the public eyes, like as much as some of these public figures are,
Mhm.
you would know nothing about me. You would know
Yeah.
not nothing, a single
Yeah.
thing about me.
Yeah. 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 I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Same here. Same here. But it's like in this day and age, people be like, "Oh, you don't love your partner because you don't post them. You don't love them. You're not proud of them and shit." You know what I'm saying? And now all
Now,
of a sudden,
I will say,
oh, here we
just,
go. It's a
just
bullshit. Every time a woman say "I will say," it's gonna be some contradiction shit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Be typical. Go ahead. Be
I
typical.
will say
Uh,
that if like it's a difference between like being real and hiding some, like not saying you need to be posting so your significant other every day, but if I have no clue looking at your page, because at the end of the day, your page, our social media is like a walking like resume. It's like a walking profile, a quick synopsis of what
but
of
but is
ourselves.
it though? But is it
It
though?
is
That's the
though.
is
It is.
it?
It is. It
Is
is.
it
Unless
real? Is it?
unless you've created a brand that's separate, unless you've done that initially, it normally it just does, and it's
And
like
hold up, she's saying that your social media is like a resume or synopsis on. No, it's not. I don't think. On it. I don't. I don't. I'm with Jay Will. It's too many people that's being who they're not in real life on the internet.
right.
So it's like you can't
And how
even
many?
take that.
Okay, with that being said, how many people are lying on their resumes? Okay, because I know plenty of people
Niggas
that
is
are
lying on their resumes. That's true. Okay. Texas too, but yeah, yeah, yeah,
okay, right.
yeah.
Come on now. But no, I
All right.
say that because I feel like if I go to your page, like if I go to your page and I can't tell in the year worth of posts, period, that you got a significant other in any way, shape, or form, then I think there's a deeper issue there. Now, if you may post someone once in a blue moon and it may not be as frequent as they like, then that's on them. They just over here tripping. But I do think if you just don't ever post your significant other, come on, man. Like you don't even
Listen.
post the arm, you don't post the back of their head, you don't post nothing.
See how you women be. See how y'all women operate. Y'all always operate to thinking black and white, and also leave a little room for gray area thinking too. Like y'all want it both ways. You just said 4 minutes ago, we got you on tape. We can play the tape back. You just said that you ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't put your business out there because you wouldn't want nobody in
But
your
what I
business.
just say though, but what I just say though, I said an arm, like a back. You know how this whole no face, no case generation is. I'm not saying you need to put them out there, but I'm saying if there's no inclination, period, that you
I'm
got a man, period. Like I'm
I'm
talking about
saying listen, I'm saying your relationship will probably go further the less that anybody even can sense that you have a partner on social media.
yeah. I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take it.
And I want motherfuckers to listen to that for real. Because I'm a living testimony to that shit. You don't let nobody, don't put your partner on social media. Don't ever tell nobody that that's your girl or whatever. Because I'm telling you, all that shit causes problems. In the beginning, I'm gonna let y'all in on a little something because this is the Maf Kast, and the Maf Kast is about transparency, doing the shit my way because I don't care. So in the beginning of my relationship, you know what I'm saying? I was, doing the typical shit of social media. We both friends and shit. And guess what was happening, y'all? Typical dumbass conversations about shit that's so idea and the gall, I had the testicular fortitude to say, you know what? Fuck this. I unfollowed her and I blocked her. And I said, you know what? You do what you want to do on social media. I do what I want to do on social
But
media.
see,
And we ain't going, hold on. Let me finish. We are on my show now. You let me
oh my
finish. So,
god.
so ever since then, there has never been a problem. And you know why? Because that shit is beneath me. I'm on some other shit. That shit is beneath me. I don't give a fuck about a DM. I don't give a fuck about a like. I'm on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So after when I did that, there was no more of those issues. So, and that's what I'm trying to tell niggas. It's only an issue when you start engaging in it. Don't engage in this shit.
See, but I also think it depends on your relationship because at the end of the day, like, yeah, I do agree. If you have someone that's extremely, just invested in your social media presence and what you're doing and what you're not doing and who and why you like this picture and why you commented and all of that stuff, then maybe going that route is the best to not, what I'm saying, not even cross them lines or even get that person started. But if you have someone that doesn't trip You know what I'm saying? Like then, like I said, I'm not saying put all that everybody just put all their business out on social
Mhm.
media because that's the right way to go. No, like I'm saying that if this person means a lot to you, like even on your page though, like no, you don't just be like plastering a headshot on your page. But if I scroll back,
I just opened up like my page. Whoa, whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa.
whoa, 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 whoa! Don't say my page. Any other page, my page. Nah, go ahead, go ahead.
what? You
J.
you
Will
use
stupid.
you use yourself as an example. So what am I supposed to do?
J. Will stupid. Go ahead, go ahead.
But no, you like it's still an inkling. Like if you go back further enough or on your social media presence, period. Like you go back further. I ain't gonna put you out there. If you go back further enough, you see stuff. And so
Right,
I
right.
feel like I feel like it's some dudes out here, you don't even be knowing that they got a baby on the way or that they that they got a whole child or just got married or any you don't know anything.
But listen, but see, that's what I'm saying. I used to feel that same way about bitches with kids. Like I like, damn, dog, you ain't got one picture of your kid, but dog, I got to the point when I'm realizing that if something is really precious to you, you gotta protect it. And what you gotta protect,
Agreed.
you gotta protect it from the world that's trying to eat for entertainment.
I
So
agree.
so now I respect people. I respect the people that get the most respect from me is the people that don't have social media. I be like,
Fact,
nigga, you are a god to me, nigga. I love you. I don't even know you, but I think you're fucking
fact,
great. You know what I'm
fact.
saying? And then the other utmost is the people that make sure that you only see what they want you to see on social media, even if
Fact.
it's crazy shit. I like that. If you saying, look, you want to see this and only this, I ain't gonna let you in on behind the curtain. I respect that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
those are the people that I was talking to that are the exception to the rule. Like if you've successfully created a brand or some type of representation outside of yourself, then cool. Like yeah, that's definitely what's up. And I agree. Anything worth having, you shouldn't just plaster it on there on the for the world to see. I mean, you can look at my page. Like I know some people post their kid 1,000 times a day, but I don't. I post when I feel the need and I feel moved to do so. And it's like everybody should do that. But I'm everybody should do what works for them. But I do feel like it is something a little sneaky when you look on a page and you can't tell nothing about this person at all. It's like,
So hold
what you
on.
trying to hide?
So Jay Will got a question from the people. Jay Will say, should you follow your significant other if y'all both have a social media presence?
I think it depends on the partners. Real talk. I think it depends on the partners. Like me and mine, I feel like we could follow each other like fine because we both chill. But I know couples off the top of my head right now that I know should never follow each other because you're just gonna take everything wrong in every sense of the word. So no, ain't no one size fits all. If it depends on you and your partner, and you know.
Now,
You know,
I would definitely tend to agree with T on that, but I will say from to speaking to the niggas, don't follow her, don't follow her, don't follow her, block her, and block her fast. And the reason why is not just for her. Do it for you because it's going to make you 100% better by not paying attention to what she does. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You are going to pay attention sooner or later. Sooner or later.
absolutely.
So don't even play that game. Don't even open that door. It don't even open that door. It's certain people. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, dog. It's certain bitches right now. I'm mad that I follow. I'm mad because I can't unfollow. And I'm mad. I can't. I'm mad. I'm mad, my nigga. It's certain bitches. I'm like, damn, I'm tired of seeing this bitch. She's so goddamn bad. I'm tired of this shit. But I can't unfollow. And I said to myself, why did I even click follow? Because I know I'm never going to unfollow this joint. No bullshit. But
And that made me think of something like, when did it become just the most disrespectful thing on in the planet to unfollow somebody? Like, When did that become a thing? Because
I
I
know.
missed that. Now I'm trapped in virtual relationships with people.
Yeah. I
For
got niggas.
what?
I got niggas on mute because I know if I press unfollow, they gonna call me and be like, "Why you unfollow me, nigga? I thought we was friends." I'm like, "Damn." They say I gotta put you on mute just for your feelings, not for
Yeah.
mine. I gotta mute your shit for your feelings. And you're right. But that's because
So I gotta care about your real feelings and your virtual feelings. Like, dang.
Nigga, whoa, that's you, nigga. Did you hear what you just said? Your virtual feelings. So you got Sim City feelings. I gotta worry about. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, I gotta worry about how I treat you in real life and on Facebook. Like our Facebook relationship needs work, but in real life we cool. Like what? That makes no sense.
But you know what? For like for example, for exposing too much information and shit, and trust me, I'm the type of nigga that I like to be transparent when I'm communicating through talking. I'm the type of nigga anybody know. If you talk to me, I'm probably going to be open. As if you can get to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be open and motherfucking probably going to give you a lot more than you probably anticipate. You know what I'm saying? But on social media, I try to tend to lead to the more filter yourself and shit now, right? And I see this couple that was on the Breakfast Club recently, and I don't know what show that they was promoting. They was promoting some podcast they
You
do
talk
together.
about DeVal and Kadeem.
I don't know their names. I just know that they was talking about some shit about would you give your partner a free pass?
Yes, okay. I know you don't. I don't like to tell you when I like people, but I really like them.
All right, but let me tell you right now, they ain't gonna last. That show ain't gonna last too much longer. That show is gonna be over. And I give them about 9 months. I give them a year tops. That show ain't gonna work, or it's gonna work, but they ain't gonna be together. I'm telling you right now.
They've been doing it for a while though.
Nah, my nigga. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Slim. You gotta understand what you're seeing. And I always be telling you this, dog, because you like shit, and when you like shit, you fight for shit. And I'm just trying to tell you, before we even get to what he said and what she said, I'm telling you right now, if a man and a woman is sitting before the world and expose themselves, understand that another thing that they exposing ways to break them up.
They are. They are.
So what I'm saying is, give it time. Give it time. The more they go up, the more the stronger the opposition gets too. So I'm saying, if I'm a betting man, I'm gonna put my money on the ops. I'm not gonna put my money on them because number one, let's get to what they were saying. So they was on the Breakfast Club, right? Say their name so I can make so the people can know who we talking about.
DeVal and Kadeem Ellis. They have the Dead Ass podcast.
Right. Okay. So they was talking about how the dude was saying how he told his girl that he wanted to have somebody on the side because if he was too much sexually for her, you know what I'm saying, that he would like to do something on the side, and she was okay. She agreed to it, and when she agreed to it, he started to pursue it, and then when he pursued it, she tried to cut it off, and he got to a little dispute with it, saying that you ain't gonna control me, whoopie-woo. And the whole time he was saying he was hurt that she agreed because he wanted her to step up sexually, but when she agreed to the side joint, it made him feel like that she was just gonna let somebody else handle her business, right?
And now he had to go out there and actually do it and prove to her that he ain't bluffing,
Right. So what I'm saying is that her reaction, I didn't like. Him talking, I liked him talking. Her reaction was way too familiar for me. And that reaction is not a reaction of somebody that's really 100% in on what that nigga talking about. I'm trying to tell you. And what he talking about, you want somebody 100%, not 95, not 94, not 97. You want somebody 100% because what you talking about, what he's talking about is really out the box thinking. And I really respect one thing that he said about how he did not want to have sex with the girl because he realized that he wound up liking her, and having sex with her might cause some type of confusion. And I respected that. I really did, because that's the nigga that's really thinking on how he doing whatever he want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, like, let's keep it a buck. Like, that's not something that you can present to somebody in that type of scenario. That's got to be something, a free pass, all that, whatever you want to call it. That extra shit on the side is something that both of y'all got to be in agreement with in the beginning.
Absolutely.
You can't spring it on somebody in an argument. Yeah, you can't. It seemed like they was going through some turmoil, and he sprung that on her, and she was just trying to make him happy type shit, and they find a way to make it content and make it purposeful. But I'm like,
she said they were in a heated discussion, I guess, about like how frequent they have sex, and he was just and in a heated of moment, like he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go, you know what I'm saying? Can I go have a side joint that I just go and get my rocks off and come back? And she was like, you know, like, yeah, go ahead. Like, yeah, do that. And
let's stop that. Let's unpack that right quick. You being a woman, could you handle that? Could you respect that guy that comes to you and says that?
But you know what's the real question? I'm going to answer that. And the real question is, like, yeah, I can respect it. Let me answer your question. I can respect that wholeheartedly, with like, rather than him doing it anyway and me finding out and going through this whole thing. I would respect that in like tremendously. Now the real question is, after that, having that question asked and putting that out there in the world, like, when you do that to a woman's feelings, I'm interested, now that you got me thinking about it, I'm interested in knowing, like, how much is she really over that? Because the feelings aspect, like, for him to say that he wants a side chick, that him saying that, what we hear is him saying that he's not satisfied with you are not enough. That's what we hear as women. So I feel like, when that's not what he was saying, you know what I mean? Like, he was just saying, I want more of you, but we hear in the opposite. So I'm interested, like, can she truly be over that? You know what I mean?
But let me say this before we even get to getting deep in the answer. To be honest, speaking from a guy watching that guy isn't really, he's not clear on what he wants. And I'm not saying that from the position of you have to be with one girl only. I'm saying that from the position of, you don't say, can I have a side joint? But then the whole time I just wanted you to be better. When
you playing games.
Yeah, you still got that thirst. And that thirst, I feel like that thirst is natural for men to have, especially if you understand how we're built. We're built to that. Listen. It's no way, and this is gonna sound crazy, but it's no way you can expect a nigga to have millions of sperm and that shit not have to get out. It has to get out. Millions of sperm ain't supposed to just sit. It has to go.
Now, also, I want to point out that I feel like any woman that says has full intentions of reciprocating that action.
To cheat, yeah, that's a fact. She didn't strike me as that I'm going to be content and be quiet. Nah, she strike me as the type of get back bitch, and she was going to get back.
Yeah, but he beat her to the punch first. That was he beat her to the punch first. He did. No woman's gonna say, go ahead and cheat. I'll be at home. Like, no, it's not how that works.
But would you respect that woman though? Would you respect that woman that says, "Hey, I let my man do what he do with the girl. I actually know the chick and we cool, but you know, whenever I'm not enough for him, I let her finish him off or whatever." Like, would you respect that woman in your circle? Or would you be like, "Bitch, get the fuck out of here. We ain't rocking with you"?
You know, the only way that will work for me to feel like I respect that person, and honestly, it doesn't matter if I respect them or not, but I think
No, it
what it
don't
would.
matter. But I'm just asking you because
No,
I
I
know.
got you.
Hold on, hold on. Let me explain myself. Like I said, this is my show. Let me explain myself. What I'm saying is,
I join
I
in.
would, because I know you. I'm not gonna waste my time asking you what would you do. I'm asking you, would this type of chick be your sis? You feel me? With this
Right,
type.
and I'm saying that if Shorty if she said this is what she want to do. Now, my only issue with that is like if you're being completely loyal, you're like he can go out and do that, and I'll be at home, and no, there's only one person for me though. I'm gonna be loyal to him. Like that. That right there does get under my skin. I don't know if she would. If she's my sis, then I'm gonna let her know that sis, you stupid. Cause
What happened? See,
that
this is the contradiction about women. That's why I love talking to women, because you talk to them long enough, they're gonna contradict themselves. We
what?
just said 5 minutes ago that we ain't supposed to let nobody in our home business. Did we not just say that?
What?
But now,
Obviously, she let me in her home business. If we ask any questions,
and here you go, judgmental in the motherfucker.
well,
And
she
that's why.
shouldn't have asked.
Nah, bro. Listen, all I'm saying is the dude. I respected their cancer. I respected the fact that they let the world know that shit. But my whole thing was her response. Her response didn't seem confident to me, and that made me feel like, yeah, that shit ain't gonna last, my nigga. You need a confident
No,
bitch to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm on some other shit, this and that. She
no.
didn't seem like,
What I got was the emotion. She seemed
yeah,
emotional. She
yeah.
seemed like it still bothered her.
Hey,
Like,
what garnished a little emotion out of me? I made me say, "Run, bitch, run." I said,
ooh,
when I read that, it said Melinda Gates been trying to divorce Bill Gates since 2019. I said, it's been 2 years. Hold up. I don't think people with money can have to wait that long to get divorced and shit. I'm like,
you crazy?
maybe, but I'm thinking they could, nigga, because Jeff Bezos, nigga, that bitch is ready to go. She ran. Jeff Bezos' wife, she ran, and he gave her the money, and he doubled up. He ain't tripped. So I'm thinking Bill Gates and shit. I mean, look at Kanye and Kim. They gone. They shit. It over.
No, it's
2
not.
years.
It ain't finalized.
Oh, ain't finalized yet.
No,
But
no, I don't think their divorce is finalized. No.
it feel finalized though, don't it?
Don't it feel done? It feel like she free and happy
Yeah, yeah.
and
It's like they in
just
their best life right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
really.
don't be surprised, and you will hear it first here on the Maf Kast. Don't be surprised if Melinda Gates get found in the river. Because all I'm trying to tell you is who the fuck, why is she secretly trying to get a divorce? Because of his connection to Epstein Island. Like she ain't know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah. She trying to get away before she become a loose end out this motherfucker. And I'm telling you, because she saw how Jeffrey Epstein woman is. And where the fuck is she? Remember how they was talking about how she gonna tell shit and this and that? Where the fuck is she? They moved the bitch from different jails. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's
Exactly.
going on.
Exactly, and man. You don't want Melinda Gates. Do not want that question to be about her. Whatever happened to Melinda Gates? I do
I don't know
not
what
know.
happened to
Right?
Melinda.
I do not know.
No, but do you see everybody shooting a shot to her on the gram? Like I've been getting a kick out of all these screenshots of DMs people been sending her. Like, listen, I know he ain't deserve you. Let me treat you the way you need to be treated. Like,
But you know why? In your right side of your mind, you be thinking like, "What's wrong with niggas?" But the world's so fucking crazy. Why not shoot your
why
shot?
not?
You know what I'm saying? Like I done
Might
seen
it
wild
might be
shit
a
happen.
lonely night. Might be a lonely night. She might be like, "What's up?"
Netflix and chill, right? You know what I'm saying? The fuck, she ain't too rich for that. The fuck out of here, yeah. Did you watch the Escaping Us SWV?
Yes, I did watch that.
You were talking with that joint. You say they that because they got I think up to 600,000 viewership and shit. I think I don't take my word for it, but that's what I saw on the video I was watching. I was like,
Yeah,
600K was their guy. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna lie. I low key. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy the shit because I felt like it was a basic ball. I saw this is the ball for the basics. But nah, it was all right. It made me respect Tiny and Candy.
Right, I can't believe you did not know that.
I wasn't hip, dog. You know, I'm a sucker for songwriters, dog. So when I heard, I'm like, yo, they wrote motherfucking No Scrubs and Bills. I'm like, that. You talking about two songs I fucking hated. And I'm like, hey, look, but that's what the song's supposed to do. Garner some type of emotion. They had bitches loving it, they had niggas hating that shit. You know what I'm saying? But even Kevin Samuels quoted that shit like it was scripture. He was like, he was like, I don't want no scrub from my hanging out my passenger car. Like he was reading like he was a motherfucking college professor and shit. Trying to
Man, do you remember when that song first dropped? You was among the many men that were highly upset.
Yeah. Because they was calling niggas scrubs that just wasn't. Nigga, if my mans came to pick me up, I'm not a scrub. I'm just taking a ride by my nigga. If I see you, I'm supposed to not holler because I want to pass the side. Like, what the fuck? Like,
you missed that opportunity. Maybe if you spin the block and switch seats, you might be able to go ahead.
Then I'm the real scrub because I'm sitting here faking and shit. Nah. That song pissed me off. You know, I'm gonna tell you another song that pissed me off by women when I was young. I think the first song that pissed me off when I was younger, when I was a kid in my life by a woman was MC Lyte Roughneck.
Oh my God.
This is back when I had the hot top fade and I was like little kid and play junior and I was doing a little dance like all I, yeah. And this bitch came out with need a roughneck, gotta have a roughneck. And it seemed like overnight bitches didn't want the MC Hammer Pants nigga no more. And I was like, but I can dance, bitch, look at me. It wasn't enough no more, dog. And I'm like, oh, okay, so if the Roughnecks is taking over now, huh? Who would have thought that I would wind up turning into the song I hated?
I know. Look at that. Who knew how much influence MC Lyte had on your life? Oh my goodness. Who would have thought?
Another song that had a lot of impact in my life, though, for real, that I hated back in the day, then it wound up coming real. The song by Pastor Troy called Vice Versa. And he was talking about how everything, and vice versa, if everything was just flip-flop, if heaven was hell and the angels, whatever you think is a certain way, what if it was the other way? I used to hate that song. But then I grew up to realize this nigga might have been on to some shit. Everything is goddamn flip-flop out this motherfucker. You don't know what to believe. So I'm like, you be surprised what kind of, anytime something move you, it's normally move you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But J. Cole is Jesus, and we need to make sure that we realize that J, the J in J. Cole does not stand for Jermaine. It stands for Jesus.
He is not fooling anyone. We see you there.
This nigga is gonna drop an album on Friday and play basketball in Africa on Sunday. Yep. Like my nigga.
Yeah.
What can't he do? So he's the living embodiment of that R. Kelly song. I believe I can fly. That nigga, what can't he do? He got his own shoe.
Yeah.
God damn. Like this nigga is real life Jesus. He can do whatever he wants, and he's doing it the way that you want him to do it, though.
You know what? You know why one of the reasons why I like J. Cole is because he, like, I don't know if you heard Lil Baby recently say, can nobody tell me I'm not baby Jay-Z? And it's like, I feel like I could be, this could be truly left field, but I feel like if you're a grown man and another grown man is alive and you say, I'm a little baby, I don't know, it just doesn't come off well. But J. Cole, I feel like he lived that. And he's not corny. He doesn't say that. You know what I mean? Like, but you know if Jay had to pass the torch, you know where it's going. Like,
yeah. I respect that. I respect the hell out of that nigga anyway, yeah. And because I respect niggas that do it their way. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's a heart tugger for me. Like if you doing shit your way, bro, like I commend you, I salute you, whatever the fuck the term is. And when I saw that, I was like, bro, like just to think like it is the thing that tripped me out about it because it be the niggas that's mixed. Any mixed? Any mixed? He's
I
mixed,
think
right?
so. I think so.
It's the niggas that's mixed that seem to be so the realest niggas though. Like, you know, like god damn, my nigga, like niggas that got that Klay Thompson shade is really holding it down. Kaepernick, this nigga motherfucker J. Cole. Like, god damn, my nigga, like these niggas is holding it down. So salute to you, Jay, because
Yeah,
like I
the
say,
ones that are your complexion, correct?
nah, cause I'm mocha complected. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You already
okay.
know that's what the ladies
Okay.
told me my whole life that my complexion, I am not light skinned, I am mocha. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah, so that's what I'm going with. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Now before I want to talk about this because before I was able to start the podcast. One of my greatest, one of my, I don't want to say my greatest inspirations because Tupac was my whole inspiration for even trying to rhyme and pick up a pen. But one of my, I say after Pac, the one that made me say, okay, this dude is an embodiment of something that I can relate to was DMX. And DMX, the late great Earl Simmons had passed, and you know, I don't even want to get into the whole controversy about how he passed. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about that I think I've elevated my thought on is every time somebody passed, you see an outpour of love on the internet, but you also see you see people that have a disdain for the outpour of love on the internet, and they be like, "You didn't love him when he was alive," and this and that.
Oh
And
yeah.
and at one time, I think I shared that same sentiment. I think I would bet money to say when Nipsey got murdered, that because you know I was hip to Nipsey music for a few years. I say before he got murdered, that when I started seeing people that was just starting to get hip, you know, I might have felt like y'all niggas just hip because he passed. This nigga was great long before this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I think I finally elevated to an understanding of life where I'm like, you know, life is moving so fast at so many different paces and so many different directions that it's so arrogant for us to think that people are just not loving people. No, we are loving people, but it's so much happening at the same time. We don't get an opportunity to express it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like everybody don't know when they're going to leave. Everybody don't know when the last time I talked to this person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when the world settles down and I'm able to see you, I'm gonna show you the love. But as my world is speeding up, if I might not ever see you again or express it, it don't mean it don't exist. And so I be seeing so when somebody passes, you know, it almost slows your speed, your pace of life going. Like however your pace, it kind of just halts it for a second, and you're able to, damn, that feeling that I've always had. Now I can finally I wish I had the time, but now is the moment that I'm just going to let it out. And I think that it's wrong for people to have so much hatred when they see an expression of love because love was there even when he was alive. Now, was he surrounded by love? We don't know that. I don't know that. But I didn't stop loving DMX because he stopped making music that was on the mainstream. I love DMX just when same way I did when he made Slippin' until I heard he passed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I
I didn't understand that as well. Like, especially losing, like, I feel like when you lose someone close to you too, like real close to you, you tend to go through that. Like, you know, we are selfish, especially when it comes to death. Like, we want our loved ones to stay with us. You know what I'm saying? In the same capacity that they've always been. So when they leave, and then you see people that you know that you don't think fully understand that person or what what they meant to the people around them, you get upset because you're like, like, are you on here for the clout? But it wasn't until I got older that I felt like, well, I mean, when people, even when people pass away, when people die, they still are influential. They still are inspirational. They still can, be a catalyst for change in somebody's life. So who am I to feel like this person shouldn't have been great enough to impact somebody in their death? Like, we should look at that differently. That person was great enough to where their death evoked emotion in people that they didn't even know that they had. And that's how we should look at it.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of times us as people, we waste so much time trying to pick each other apart, but yeah, we don't spend no time trying to pick apart the system. We don't spend no time trying to pick apart the institutions that got us brainwashed and keeps benefiting from us, but we'll pick apart if somebody is quote unquote real or if somebody is loyal or some shit. And all this shit is for what? All this shit is to keep us bickering on wasting time and misplacing energy. Because we all mad about something, and it ain't the fact who love DMX and who not. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But when I saw that outpour of love, and then the people that was against the love, I was just like, damn, bro, like this shit is getting old. Like this shit is getting old. Like we gotta stop doing this shit. Like we gotta, if we gonna take this as anything. That life is precious and we ain't got time to be bickering. You know what I'm saying? If we don't got time to be loving, then turn around and go the other way. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah, you and I, we've talked about that before though. Like it's sad to say, but it ain't until you speak to somebody and then in the next hour they gone, or the next few hours they gone, that people really understand the impact or what it means to be like life is short. Like, nah, like life is really short. Like this conversation ain't guaranteed to be, to be followed up by another one. It's like every moment should be taken as a gift. You know what I mean? And we forget that too many times. And yeah, you're right. Like losing DMX definitely was a reminder of that.
Yeah. So I want to say, shout out to X. I love X, man. X was the realest nigga that I've ever seen rap. That's what I'm gonna say. And the reason why I say that, that's a short list, because there's a lot of fake niggas that be rapping. But I'm telling you, I would say Nipsey is number 2, Pac is number 3, and X is number 1 to me, bro. And you know I'm the biggest Pac fan, but one thing I've never seen anybody do that X did. And we ain't gotta talk about what his addictions was, because like I ain't never seen a nigga with that addiction put out that type of high caliber music. I've never seen that, right? But we ain't even gotta get to that. But I've never seen a man cry in front of hundreds of thousands of people, right? And still walk off that stage and still get that respect like he the hardest nigga in the fucking world. And I'm telling you, that shit, bro, you talking about powerful. When he was at the end of the concerts, he'd say a prayer, and in the middle of his prayer, because he get all emotional and he'll break down crying. And you would think that they would, hip hop is so braggadocious. You would think they'd be like, oh, look at this suck ass nigga. But nah, like that shit was powerful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, nobody, especially being a black man, I can only imagine. Like, you don't really nobody just says it's okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. You're like, you're still a man after. Like, that's never what anybody says. And for him to be able to do that and still be respected. I mean, I've always loved him because he wear his heart on his sleeve. Those kinds of people are people that I've always gravitated towards, because that's how I am. You know what I mean? So it's just like he wore his heart on his sleeve. What you saw was what you got. And whether it was a terrible day or a great day, you didn't have to guess at all. So that seems consistent across the board with everybody that talks about him. So I felt that too. Like, he's definitely gonna be missed.
Yeah. So, like I say, shout out to X, man. Love you. Your spirit living on. Yeah, and now one thing you're gonna see now on a lighter note. We about to wrap this up. On a lighter note, on the Maf Kast show, you're gonna see some segments. You know what I'm saying? Some segments pop up here and there. You know what I'm saying? This segment is called "Did You Know?" It's you can take it as French, you can take it as Spanish. It's did you know? Did you know?
Oh, did you
And it's
know?
yeah. So it's did you know? Did you
Did,
know?
yeah. Did you
Yeah.
know?
Did you know Kawhi Leonard raps?
No, no, I didn't know that.
Did you know this nigga say he's gonna bridge basketball and rap through his music?
Finally, someone's gonna do it. I mean,
Nigga,
it
what the
should have
fuck?
been done.
Curtis Blow already did that shit with basketball. This nigga's late. The fuck is wrong with Kawhi? That's a nigga that's not gonna
Okay,
win a trophy.
what? Who? That let's unpack this for a little bit. Is
Okay.
there going to be like the prophet of athletics that's going to be able to master the music industry and the NBA or the NFL pro world? Like it seems like people keep trying and failing. Like
You
it's
know why it's going to work. Number one, yes, you're right. They are trying to do that, and secondly, it is going to work. And the reason why it's going to work is because, as you know, you live long enough to see that the bar always seems to drop for talent. So there will, especially in music. I mean, basketball is subjective, but even the music is subjective. But you could just look at the way music is constructed. The music is good. The songs are quicker. The bars are not full and
slower.
impactful. Yeah, yeah. So it'll be an easier market for somebody to be able to master both when it comes to rap music and whatever else sport a nigga doing. And basketball, I would think basketball is easy for a nigga to master both. The only problem is the niggas that's trying to do it is just not really good at it. That's all, my nigga. Like, I mean,
I
it's
feel
not.
like they don't the ones that the only it's like either they have the right edge to be able to do both and they just don't have the talent, or they have the talent and no edge. It's
I
like
feel I feel like if you ever seen a picture of Reggie Jackson, you know that nigga could make a hot ass song. Like
shut up.
Reggie Jackson looked like Bobby Shmurda, nigga, like a motherfucker, bro. That nigga like Bobby Shmurda. That nigga like he got all you gotta do is drop a beat. He got a 16 ready.
Shut up.
But okay. Did you know that the fucking government is saying that UFOs is real now?
Yes, I did know that because I told you I saw that picture. I saw the picture when they first released it, and the pilot said that this was real, and nobody was speaking on it. But now they confirmed that this was in fact a UFO, and I don't know what to do.
You know what's crazy? Now, I heard of a story about recently. I saw it's on YouTube too. So it's not like I heard a story, but I saw on YouTube that they was talking about this documentary that Steven Spielberg was trying to do in the early 90s, right? But he didn't get a chance to do it. And some other guy wound up doing it, but did it like 15 years later, whatever. But it was a documentary about in Africa that this spaceship had landed and these aliens had made contact with these children. And these aliens supposedly had told these children that man is going to destroy their world by fucking up the resources and just saying that they need to chill out or shit gonna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And these kids wind up growing up 15, 20 years later, and there's the same somebody talked to and they wind up living total different lives and away from the area that they grew up in that incident happened. But they said that these kids, when they got these group of kids that want to be adults now, they got them back together. They told the same exact story the way that they told it when they was kids, right? And they each said that they never really told anybody because everybody would think they was fucking lying, all right? So and I said, and they was questioning like, if this happened, why would aliens see kids? Like, why would the aliens fuck with the kids, right? And somebody said, well, the kids is probably gonna be the easiest, the less threatening, the less scared of them, the more welcoming. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that was the first time I ever heard about black people having any type of contact with aliens, right?
Yeah.
So So but I'm like this. I don't believe shit the government say. So if the government telling me that aliens that was a UFO and the aliens exist, you know what I'm telling you? That aliens was already here and it's the fucking white people. Yeah, I said it. God damn it, I said it.
I
I
feel like
the aliens.
I feel like if the government is finally saying that they real, my next question is why you telling me now what's about to happen?
Nigga,
Because
could we even handle if they say, yo, aliens are already here and they just start taking their mask off and shit and just showing you like, look,
or if they said come by at 10 o'clock, y'all can meet aliens for the first time. They're gonna be outside,
nah.
they're gonna be out on the White House lawn, meet and greet at 10 o'clock. Like what the world would just erupt. Like we would just lose our minds. Like
Oh,
people don't want to admit it, but we take so much comfort in feeling like we're the only ones here and we're just the most dominant species. And it's like, no, you're not.
you know
You're
what's
not.
crazy? You know the truest thing about what you said? We take a lot of comfort just knowing that we led by white folks. That's the
Mhm.
truth. We take a lot of comfort because motherfucker, we see them say, hey yo, aliens is real, and we ain't even budging. We ain't even worried. We like, well shit, if white people got us. Like, nah, nigga.
They can't penetrate our systems.
Yeah. They can't stop that tank. Nigga, yes, they can.
Yeah,
Niggas will
they
snap
can.
their fingers and obliterate us on some Thanos shit.
Okay.
Okay, and last but not least, I don't think I sent this to you, but there's a new a new white phenom. Did you know? Did you know that white people making toilet bowl punch? Did you see this shit?
Yes, I did.
What? Ain't no, dog, I feel like this is the alien shit I'm talking about. This is the alien shit I'm talking about. Like people are doing this shit in jail. You know why? Because there ain't no fucking sink in jail, nigga. It ain't no sink. It ain't no microwave in that motherfucker. So what I'm saying is they doing it because they got to. These white
No,
motherfuckers is doing this shit because they just bored. And
yeah.
if this
And
is
they're,
what a
they're talking
bored
about
man
well,
is,
they're talking about we cleaned it before.
Jay Will said, ain't no such thing as a clean toilet.
And it ain't. It ain't not one toilet that you can tell me. I don't care if it just got installed. Like
Duh.
someone, the construction workers that put it in,
Yeah.
someone tested out that daggone toilet.
No, they said the person that made the toilet. Yeah. The person that made the toilet said the toilet wasn't clean enough for that shit. What the fuck is wrong with them, dog? Like, dog, so when they wind up having a hepatitis, huh?
How you think they test out the toilets?
Bruh, bruh. Bruh, all I'm saying is these motherfuckers, when they get hepatitis, I hope them views was fucking worth it. You dirty mouth motherfuckers. Yeah, and I hope you know what I hope even. But see, this is the white people, so this ain't going. I'm gonna tell you, if we knew that it was some motherfucking cousins of ours doing that shit, we would never go over there no more. We would never go over there no more. We'd be like, nah, man, they on some other shit. We ain't even going over there no more. Clearly, there's something wrong with them motherfuckers. They ain't living right.
No, I saw people like know that they were drinking punch that came out of a bowl, out of a toilet bowl, and they were like, "Let me see what it tastes like." It's like, oh, okay, so all y'all nasty. Good to know. Like, okay,
No, we ain't on that shit. No, I ain't on that shit. That's not the way. So I just want to tell you, white people, WIPIPO, you motherfuckers crazy. You need to stop that shit. You already ruined the "it's for me" game. I saw that shit too. You ruined that, and now you about to ruin. Well, this ain't even nothing to ruin. You just ruined yourself. You ruined yourself with that. But yeah,
now you really just can't eat, drink, nothing at nobody place. Like you couldn't before, but now you really can. Now it's just like, nah, I ate before. Thanks though.
Nah, we in the era you can't trust shit. It's a woman at my job, man. This bitch she called herself helping or showing some gratitude. This bitch be motherfucking putting open the cookie bags, open the cookies up from a little container, put them in a plastic bag, and I'm like, bitch, why you wouldn't just leave the cookies in the goddamn wrapper? Why What are you taking them out one by one, putting them in a bag to give it to me while I'm just trying to deliver this shit and go? Like, you trying to give me COVID on the way home, bitch? What's wrong with you?
Take this.
Right. Take this kid.
Take these 2 weeks off. Here you go.
Take these 2 weeks off. Hey, yo. Like, hey, listen. This has been real. You have been on the Maf Kast episode 1. Yeah!
Yes, I made it.
Yeah, dog. It was, hey, look, I appreciate you, dog. Like I say, you know you're gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Next time hopefully you be in person. You know what I'm saying? And we can kick and talk about some new shit, talk about the old shit. It's whatever. Because with the Maf Kast, what we doing is we talk about everything under the sun. You know what I mean? We take it and we're gonna talk about it in different ways. We're gonna say how we feel. We ain't holding no cut cards, none of that shit. Because you see a lot of podcasts in this day and age, everybody worried about how they look and worried about trying to build some connections. Man, we don't give a fucking about none of that shit here. We gonna speak how we want to speak here. You know,
right? Everybody knows that Joe doesn't care about how he looks. I think we know that. Everyone knows that.
Oh,
right?
Stop. See, that ain't even true. That ain't even true. I did 3 weeks in IG jail. I'll come back out with waves, nigga. What you talking about? I went in with the fro, with the Dizel from Brother He Got Game.
You did go in with the He Got Game fro. Absolutely. Yeah. You went in like Morgan Freeman and you went in like Frederick Douglass Freeman. And you went in like Frederick Douglass and
Morgan Freeman. Hey, listen, hold on. First of all, on the way out the door, you get a special fuck you, okay? But like I say, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? T, you know I love you. It's only right that you was on my first show. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and let everybody know that the Maf Kast is here to stay every week. We're gonna upload. We're gonna stay giving content, talking real shit. And we holler back, man. Easy, Tia. I holler at you.
Wait, so that means you're gonna do my show, right?
When? Thursday?
Yeah.
What's up? Let's do it. You see, I'm ready. What's good?
All right. Well, I got you on camera now, so you can't change your mind.
All right, I don't know. Anything can happen. It's like, nah, I'm fucking with you. I'll be there.
All right.
All right, love you, dog. Easy. Maf Kast, first episode done. Holler at y'all next week. Holla.